AirPods out because it's rude. And put them on charge inside my case. Alright, let me tweet this out. Let me tweet this out real quick before people show up. And she says she's from Hawaii. Do you know how to say cute in Japanese? Kawaii! Hi people. Hello. Hello. Hey, it's me, Jessie and Ari. If they text me, they sound it. Okay. Let me go. I'm just tweeting this out, guys. Hi. Hi. Hi, Isabella. Hi, Alicia. Okay, click on this. Share. Twitter. How are you guys? I hope you guys are well. I'm just tweeting this out. Hi, Zara. Hey, all. I'm gonna just put, I am live right now. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Oh my gosh. BTS bias. My bias is, you know what? I'm gonna stop lying to myself. Lying to myself as if I don't like all of them. But I think my favorite these days is probably V. Not gonna lie. I used to be like a strong Jin bias, but lately V has been inspiring me a lot. Okay. I'm live on YouTube right now. Okay. Then let me just, I'm sorry, I'm doing this really quickly. Oh my gosh. And then I am live on YouTube. Link in bio. Have you made, oh, sorry. Have you made a video on the groups you stand and your biases? Would people want that? I could do that if people want it. My bias changes in BTS all the time just because I like them all. Yeah, that's what I'm going through right now. You know? That's what I'm going through right now. Yes, I would want that. I could. The thing is, yeah, I really do want to do a video on like all the groups that I stand, but I didn't know if people would want to know. I didn't think people would care. Please make a video on your biases. Okay. I'll add that to the list of stuff. Let me just post in the Discord, let people know I'm live. If you're not in the Discord, you should join the Discord. You should make a video about that. Okay, I will. At some point. I have a video that should be coming out soon. I haven't edited yet, but it should be coming out soon. You love the background? Thank you. This is just like my bed. I'm literally sitting on my bed, you know, and I have like these cherry blossoms. These are the same cherry blossoms from, wait, let me move myself closer. These are the same cherry blossoms from my bedroom back in London, but I just took them and brought them here. Wait, are they? Yeah. I couldn't remember if I ordered more. I ordered more leaves, not more cherry blossoms. At community, I am live right now. I should probably copy the link, but I can't be bothered. There you go. Okay. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a video on my biases. I feel like it would be fun. And just talk about like all the groups that I stand as well, and maybe talk about solo artists. Maybe. But I feel like maybe my taste is a bit basic, but actually no. You know what? I'm not gonna discredit my taste. I think I listen to some good groups. Jimin is my bias. An excellent choice. An excellent choice. It's funny. I have, wait. I have, hi Shinchis. I have RJ on my keys, a Tata AirPod case, and then and then and then a plushie of Jimmy. And the thing is, these are my three biases: Jin, V, and Jimin. OMG, Jimin and Tay are my biases. That makes sense. Okay, let me put my phone away. I have a feeling that throughout this, you're gonna hear my phone just go, "You need to charge me," because I set one of the functionality thingies to do that. Yeah, because I know how to code. I'm kidding. It's not because I know how to code. I literally just googled it. But yeah, how are you guys? I am very tired. Where did you get chimmy from? I really want one. I bought chimmy and also Ryan when I was in Korea, because I was like, I'm gonna be coming back. I'm gonna be coming back to English if I can speak it. My thinking was that I'm gonna be coming back to England and I'm gonna want a plushie at some point. And I was like, you know what? I might as well just buy it in Korea. So whilst I was buying my cousins plushies as well, I also bought myself some as well. So my cousins got one each, and then I got two for myself because I'm special. And also I got my friend Rafia a plushie as well because I forgot to put her name on the lock thingy. You know the lock that I did at Namsan Tower for the community? I did one for my friends and family as well. And she was the one name that I forgot. I was like literally running from my head because I was rushing as well. We were trying to like go to another part, and I was like rushing to write down everything that I wanted to write down. And I forgot to write her name. Honestly, I should go. I should go back to Korea just to change it. Wait, birthday. I'm getting my hair done for my birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Chantrice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chantrice. Happy birthday to you. You're welcome. It's just me this. Well, and she said she's from Hawaii. Do you know how to say cute in Japanese? KAWAII. Hi, Munira. Hello. OMG 10th member of Twice. No. How are your experiences in Korea? Do you miss it? I miss Korea every day. Okay. Let me be honest. I miss Korea every day. I miss Korea so much. Like I think about it all the time. But the thing is, it's understandable. It's not like I went there for like 2 weeks. I was there for an entire year of my life, you know? From 20 to 21, technically. Not really. Like late 20 to early 20, late 20 English. Late. No, I like Twice. I'm just saying I'm not a good singer. I like Twice. Yeah, I was there from when I was like mid 20 years old, and I left when I was 21. Like I was there for a considerable amount of time, so it's understandable why I like Twice, why I miss Korea. Yeah, yeah, man. I miss Korea a lot. I miss living out there. I miss the mountains. I miss just walking around the dorms. The thing is, yeah, I have a bunch of pictures that I haven't posted from when I was in Korea, just because I forgot to post them. I feel like before the end of the year, I'll probably just do like a year dump or like a couple year dump posts on Instagram, and then just post those pictures there because they were actually really nice pictures, and some of them I just didn't post because they were landscape, and most of my pictures are portrait mode, you know. So yeah, but yeah, I like Twice. Momo's my bias in Twice. Is Talk to Me in Korean good for studying Korean? Yes, it is. That's how I learned all the Korean that I know. Through Talk to Me in Korean, and then also just like in listening to K-pop and stuff. Did you learn any Korean? Could you speak a little? I want to learn. Okay, this is. I'll teach you this. Even though it's a sad phrase to say because you're learning Korean, but it's actually pretty useful when you're in Korea. 저는 한국말 잘 못해요. 저는 한국말 잘 못해요. 한국말 or 한국어? You can say either, I think. Hangul말 is the language of Korean, and Hangulka is also the language of Korean. So you can say either. What did she say in the song? The reason why I say it is because I was listening to a reaction of someone reacting to what's the song called? Is it Mirror? Whatever. Can you say the she said joke in Korean? I can type it into Papago and see if I can do it. I'll type it into Papago. What's her name? Millie, in the song, she was like, 저는 한국말 잘 못해서 English and Thai did it great, bro. Yeah, so to say I don't know how to speak Korean well is 저는 한국말 잘 못해. tongue tied. Wow. 저는 한국말 잘 못해요. 저는 한국말 잘 못해요. And she said she's from Hawaii. Wait a second, I'll read the comment in a second. Do you know how to say cute in Korean, in Japanese? In Japanese, kawaii. Okay. I don't think I typed this in correctly. Wait. And she said, okay. Let's listen to the automated voice say it first.
하와이 출신이라고 했어요. 일본어로 귀엽다고 말할 줄 아세요? 가와이입니다.
Did it even register the Hawaii bit? Oh, it did. Hawaii English. Wow. English, Korean. Wow. I can't be bothered. Anyway. You heard her say it. This looks like a bunch of gibberish because it doesn't make any sense in English, nor does it make sense in Korean. Where is it? Tiana, I went to K-pop festival last week, and now I'm getting Korean lessons from one of the directors of the festival. I'm so excited. Go on. Go there. My alt groups are BTS, TXT, and Twice. My alt groups are Day6, BTS, Day6, BTS, and if I was going to choose 3, maybe GOT7, probably. Day6 just because I really like the music that Day6 does. Like if there was any like people who do like the music that I like in K-pop, it's probably Day6. But then I like the personalities of the people in BTS and also the music. And then yeah. OMG Day6. I have a friend who loves Day6. Her bias is J. My bias is Dowoon. Dowoon the drummer. Yeah. He's very funny. He was handing out flyers, lol. Oh, okay. Go on. Hi. Sorry, someone said hi. And she says she's from Hawaii. Do you know how to say cute in Korean? 귀엽다. 카와이입니다. Well, imagine getting lessons. Wow. That's one thing that I kind of regret that I didn't do when I was in Korea. I didn't get any actual like official Korean lessons. All the Korean that I did learn when I was in Korea, like other than like when I was doing my separate like study for myself, was either from like just walking around and seeing things, listening to people, or I would just pick up random things here and there. Like for example, whenever like I would get stuff delivered, it would say like totak or whatever, like the text would be, and I believe totak means arrived, something like that, or something like that. Is it totak? I can't remember what the word is. Now I've forgotten it. Wow. Something like that. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done Korean. It's been a hot minute. I speak to myself in Korean every day, but I haven't read or learned new Korean in a while. I've just been very busy with uni. Do you remember me? Hint, this is me. I remember everyone. Mostly. Are you self-taught? Yeah, I've been learning Korean since I was 17 and I'm 21. You know? I'm 21. So it's been a hot minute. But like I lose it sometimes. Like I forget some Korean and I have to go back and relearn some bits because I don't study consistently. But I know quite a lot. My friend called me out the other day. Yes, I say the other day. It was probably like a month ago, maybe. And she was saying that the only reason I know Korean is because I got stressed and decided to avoid the responsibility of doing my A levels and started learning a new language. But honestly, did she lie? No. I fully was avoiding my A levels, so I was like, you know what? Let me learn a new language. You know, let me just So yeah, love that for you because my teachers don't remember me. Lol. Oh, I don't really stand day six, but they're cool, and I think my bias would be One Pill or Young K. I like Young K. I like Young K as well. Can we have another Discord video chat? The last one was so fun. Maybe, I guess, if people want that. If people want to, you know. Maybe I'll organize it for like near Christmas time, but maybe people will be busy, I don't know. But maybe like in December or something. Right now my schedule is pretty busy with uni stuff, so I don't know if I'll have time to do that, but yeah. Maybe around Christmas time. I should stop playing with my phone. Stop. It's such a useful skill. What, Korean? I guess. Yeah. I did that in uni. Language learning is great procrastination. I saw that on Twitter. Was it Twitter or Instagram? I think it was a tweet that was on Instagram. You know, people screenshot stuff. Yeah, I saw it. They were saying that like a great tip for people who it was under like an ADHD like page or something like that, and it was saying that oh they were saying that oh you should learn languages in order to like you should learn languages if you want to procrastinate basically. Oh wait, is today the live stream with the tea? Did I tweet that? Did I say there was gonna be tea? I don't think I did. Let me double check if I said I was gonna spread tea. I don't have any tea per se. I can tell you what I was doing this week. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I guess technically I did say there was tea. There isn't really tea like gossip, but I can tell you what I was doing for the last couple of days. So, oh, Life Goes On came out a year ago today. Like an da 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 dee doo da da dee doo da 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 dee doo. Yeah, life goes on like this again. I remember. Oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so what was Tiana doing this week? on Tuesday, I left Leicester to go back to London, which is my hometown. London City! Drive to London! And, sorry, my nose is itchy. And when I was in London, I went to go hang out with my friends on Wednesday because it was my best friend Leonie's birthday. So we went out for like the day, walked around London and had dinner and like hung out and laughed and had a great time. I filmed the video. That's the video I need to edit. I filmed the entire thing, like vlogged it all and stuff, but I don't know when it's gonna come out yet. I would like it to come out like next week or something. But I can tell you what something that happened that was funny that I didn't capture in the video. When we were sitting down and eating, I don't know what time it was. It was late though. It was late into the evening, and we were sitting down eating, and I realized that like Leonie, Juliana, and who else was listening? I think it was just Leonie and Juliana at the instant moment. They were listening to something. Like they were just like they stopped talking, and I could tell that they were listening to the surroundings. I was like, "What's happening over there?" So I kind of just like quietened down. And I told Rufia to kind of like shh, you know, because she was sitting next to me, and we were listening, and like the table like across from us, like not that far, like maybe like a meter away from me, there was this guy, and we've been watching this guy throughout the night. Like we noticed him from a while ago, and the same guy, he randomly just started, and he was a white guy. He just started talking in a Jamaican accent, but it wasn't like he was talking in a Jamaican accent like he had been in Jamaica or he was Jamaican. It was him basically like not mocking, but like doing a really bad Jamaican accent, and we were all just sitting there like, what is happening? And it was so cringe, and we were all just sitting there like so confused, and I wish I was filming that because it was just all of our faces. We were all just like, oh, you're right. And he's like, well, go on, me brother. And I was like, excuse me, sir, there's literally a table with at least two Jamaicans, okay? Oh, three technically, yes. And yeah, they're doing a Jamaican accent. It's very confusing. Very confusing. You know? I wish I was filming that. There were so many good moments in the day that I did capture on film, so hopefully I'll be able to show you guys it. And yeah. But that's basically the tea. The tea was just that I escaped university for a couple of days and hung out with my friends and lived lavish. Yeah. It was a fun trip though. I saw the little question. What was the question? What was the most favorite memory when you were in Korea? My most favorite memory? Probably the Gapyeong trip. Pretty sure they said Yaman. Probably, he probably did say Yaman. Yeah, I think my favorite like memory was the day that we went out to Gapyeong in Korea. Which I also happened to have filmed a video on, but I didn't show a lot of the video. Like a lot of video. I didn't show a lot of what happened in the day because I wanted to live in the moment for a lot of it, and also I wanted to respect people's privacy. But the private memories that I have from that trip, excellent, excellent. You know, it was just good vibes. It was just a bunch of like foreigners and Koreans, and we were just hanging out. And whilst we were there, it wasn't like, oh, we were like, we didn't feel awkward around each other, even though we hadn't really like met, you know. We hadn't really like hung out like that before. I mean, we'd gone out on like dinners and stuff, but not like stay the night together, you know, because like we slept in the same room as each other, like all of us, and it was like a large group of us. It was at least like 10, 12 of us, and we all just slept in the same room. And then the next day we went back to the dorms and stuff. But yeah, like that day, it was just so cool because like we were all from different walks of life, and we all just came together, just hung out, and like kind of escaped the scariness of the time and uncertainty of the time, and just had like a great time with each other, and it was just nice, you know. Ah, And we were also gutted, those of us who were still there after this, because I was in the first semester. When we were in second semester, a lot of us were like, oh my gosh, like we're so gutted because we weren't able to do the same trip again that semester because COVID got really bad and there was like even more tighter restrictions, so we weren't able to actually do the trip again. And it would have been so much fun because I felt like the group the second time around was so much nicer, and we had such a tight bond. We were so nice to each other, and we'd go out for dinner and just hang out, and I feel like we all liked each other a lot, you know. So yeah, it was a bit like annoying that we couldn't do it the second semester. But it was fun the first time, and I think that's probably one of my favorite memories because it was just like such a nice night. And I don't really talk about it much because when I came back from Korea, people didn't really ask me many questions. They kind of just like, oh, okay, cool, you're back, and then life continued, and you know, so I haven't really talked to many people about like memories that I've had in Korea because no one asked, you know. Thoughts on Twice's newest comeback? Is their newest comeback The Feels? Is that their newest one? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let me see. I know they have another song called Scientist, but I don't know if that one came out first or what order. Let me see. Twice. Da 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 da. Okay, so no what? It's Scientist. I haven't heard Scientist. The most recent Twice song that I've heard is The Feels. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the most recent one I know. Are you planning on going to their concert? No. No. Emma, Cleo. Emma, Cleo, the condensation. No. My Australian impression. Most people don't know enough about Korea to ask pertinent questions. It's not just that. It's just like when I came back, I guess this is just me being selfish or attention seeking, I guess maybe. But because when I came back there was just a lot happening like in the world and in my family and everything, and I guess me coming back, like my time in Korea wasn't exactly a focus on most people's mind. They kind of were just happy that I arrived safely and didn't have coronavirus when I came back. That was basically like the most, you know? And I guess people did ask me like, but the thing is, yeah, because I'm such like a person that is so like I ask follow-up questions. A lot of people that I know personally, other than like my inner circle of friends, a lot of people that I know, they ask very surface level questions. And me, I'm kind of a person where it's like I don't like I don't like wasting time on small talk or asking surface level questions. If you don't want to know, don't ask me, you know? But like I can tell when people don't want to know but they're just doing it out of courtesy. So I just say like, oh, it was fun, oh, I had a great time, oh, I saw lots of landmarks or whatever. But like with you guys, I know you guys like actually do care. So I go into like depths about like things I've experienced when I was in Korea or you know. But yeah. But this is me just being honest about how I feel. Oh, it was that recent. Seems fair on both sides. Um, mm. How do you ask someone if they speak English and Korean? I imagine there's a couple ways you can say it. Um, let's double check with thingy before what I was gonna say, I don't know if it's correct. Do you speak English? 영어를 할 영어를 English 할 줄 아세요? Don't go to 하주었어요. The way your face froze for a second. Sometimes I forget that I'm speaking and then I start speaking and then I realize I'm speaking. Like you'd want to chat, but they'd be preoccupied given the Rona situation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people ask me very surface level questions and stuff, and they don't really like. I know that other people have like have other things on their minds and stuff, so it's perfectly understandable. But I'd much rather you just not ask me than ask me surface level questions and not actually want to know. Just asking out of common like just courtesy and stuff. I hate courtesy. Like if you care, ask me. If you don't care, don't ask me. You know. That's just how I feel. Cause I have so many stories from when I was in Korea that I just haven't really talked about. Cause I just came back and then was just told to like. I just came back and I was just like told, oh yeah, we're going back to uni. So it was just like, oh okay. Is Korean object subject verb? Object. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, I believe so. I think so. I suck at the grammar. The grammar stuff. Mm-mm. Me and Korean grammar is very much a distant relationship. I know some grammar and I can form sentences on my own, but it's just a lot trying to remember the different like sentence formations and stuff, and you know. Not the vocal fry. Not the vocal fry. When I got back from the London trip, my voice was gone. That's why I couldn't do the live stream yesterday. Cause I think the poll said that I was going to do it on Thursday, but I was like, you know what? I'm tired. My voice is gone. Like my voice was so like scratchy, and it's still scratchy now, but like it was proper gone. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna give you guys like, you know. So yeah. I hate grammar too, but it comes in useful at times like this. Exactly more. Exactly more. Oh my gosh, not me. Oh, careful. Not me speaking French. She's bilingual. She's bilingual, girl. She's bilingual. Honestly. A bilingual queen. Oh yeah. Look, I have my SNU sticker on my water bottle. Because I'm an SNU graduate. Ew. Ew. My water bottle was literally the reason why I was late. Because I couldn't find my bag that had the water bottle in, and B, I had to let the water run so it would get cold and then I could fill my water bottle up. Honestly, so much preparation. So much preparation. Mm. But yeah, how was you guys' day today? My day was okay. What did I do today? You know, you just come back from uni or like school and you're like, what did I actually do today? Like, what even was today? How's uni going? That's an excellent question. I don't know if you saw my tweet. I need to burp. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you saw my tweet, but I tweeted something along the lines of like, today, referring to when I was with my friends, today we were talking about university and I started crying, blinked twice. And it's true. We were talking about, what were we talking about? I think I brought uni up. I think. I was like, oh, like I think we were talking about like staying out a bit longer, and I was like, you know what, like I have uni, I need to go back to uni because obviously I had a train the next morning or afternoon, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to go back to uni, and like I think they were just talking or whatever, and it made me really think about university, and then I just started crying, like like my eyes were like proper like wet. Like no tears came out because I was trying to not like make a scene. I was like fanning my eyes, but I just started crying because university is so stressful and I didn't want to leave. I was having so much fun with my friends and just like being back in London. It just feels nice to be back home and stuff. And it's it was so it was just like a painful cry. Like, and even today when I was in class, I was crying, you know. I was crying today in class, like in public. I and I was like trying my hardest to not let tears like fall down my face because the people would see me, but my nose was running because I was like trying to like stop the tears from coming out my eyes, so it's like coming out my nose. So then I had to like wipe my nose, and I was like, oh my gosh, people think I have coronavirus as well now. Oh my gosh, I'm just a mess. But yeah, university is proper stressful, you know, and it's just like I was I was crying, I guess, because like I just wanted to escape it. Uni's taking our social life away. First COVID, now uni, honestly. But yeah, like I think I was crying because it's like I just want to be done with uni. Like I was contemplating if I wanted to do a master's or not, or like do the integrated masters or anything like that. But I think I'm pretty certain now. Like I remember I said I wasn't gonna do it in second year. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But then I had a moment where I was like, oh, maybe I should do it. But like now, the state of the world, the state of my mental health, the state of everything, I'm like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to do it. I just want to graduate. That's it. That's literally all that I want to do right now. I just want to graduate and be done with this. I'm tired of uni. I'm tired of computer science and stress and all these things, you know. Hang in there, you're almost done. Yeah. Honestly, and my cousin, she told me that I should write a list of things that I want to do to keep me motivated, and I just I just want to be done. Uni gets bare long in the end. Don't do a master's unless it's absolutely necessary. That's what I'm saying. Because like people are like, oh my gosh, like, oh, computer science is the future. You're the future. Oh my gosh, you're necessary. You're black girl in tech. Oh my gosh, black girl in STEM. Yeah, but what if I don't want to be in STEM? What now? You know? What now? What now? So yeah, I'm just like I just want to be done with it. I'm tired. The last time I had like free time where I was just allowed to exist, the last time I had free time, I think I was 3 years old. I was 3. Hi, person who said hi, hello. Imagine, I was 3 years old. But honestly, I'm hearing that master's is a new bachelor, so I don't even know. I don't care. I'm tired. How are you? I'm okay. After I just went through my whole emotional like trauma, just talking about how I hate uni. I'm okay. You know, I forgot Princess Marco graduated at Leicester. Did she? That's cool. You can make lots of money though. What if I want to make money elsewhere? You know. And also, not really. It's not really guaranteed. Like people will tell you, oh, tech jobs, tech jobs. Not really, because you start off being like a coffee grabber, and then maybe you'll do like some coding here and there, and it's only if you're good. You know, that's only if you're good. If you know what, if I could work in a place and earn like good money and it's just whatever, but it's something that doesn't like stress me out and it keeps me entertained and keeps me like, you know, like then I'll just do that. I don't really particularly care about money like that. I guess I say now being supported by my parents, but like I don't care like if tech jobs apparently will earn me money. By the time I'm in a position to earn lots of money in the tech job, I'll be like 35. I'm trying to be rich now. I'm kidding. But honestly, that's like the thoughts that's going through my head. It's like, I don't want to do a tech job and then hate it, you know? And I don't want to do a job that I despise. I'd rather work in Tesco or like WH Smith's and earn like enough to survive and then be able to do like things that I care about, you know? Or like working, I don't know, like events or whatever. Like I have so many other like things that I'm good at that I definitely could work in, but I don't want to do tech. Tech is it's just ugh, you know? Maybe I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll say, oh, Tiana, you should have done tech or whatever. But it's whatever in it, you know. Because even today, my mom sent me a Instagram post. She was it was like this post about like black girls who are software engineers. First of all, I'm a computer scientist, not a software engineer. Let's get things straight. And secondly, it came at the wrong time. It was that made me, it triggered me to cry. It was that I saw that message and I was in my C++ class today. I saw the message saying like, "Oh, you're necessary," and it was talking about like being in tech and whatever, like a tech job for like black girls, and it just made me cry, like of sadness, and it was so triggering. And I just sent her like an emoji, it's like, you know, like I don't know what face that is, but it's like a face, because I was like that triggered me so much. Like genuinely like how like my throat closed up and I was proper like trying not to like weep in class because I wasn't sitting too like I was sitting close enough so my professor could see me and there was people around me so I was like trying to not like make noise, but I made like I did this one sigh and this guy turned around and I was like and I was digging through my bag because I was like, okay, if I have my sunglasses then I can just cry and then no one will like. Kind of. It was kind of like that emoji. It was more like the one that's like looking to the side, but it's like kind of like annoyed. It's like, you know? But yeah, I didn't have my sunglasses on me, so I couldn't cry in my class. Ah, I just want to be done with uni. I'm tired. The last time I had a break was when I was 3. I'm 21. I've been doing this for 19 years. 19 years. I suffered for 19 years. All I do in class is sigh. But yeah, the side that I did was like it was like tears behind it. So it was like it was like a shaky. Yes, that emoji. It was that emoji. Yeah, the side that I did in class was like you know when you're crying, you breathe, and your breath is shaky. It was like that, and the guy turned around. He looked so concerned. Oh, poor guy. He must have thought I was a hot mess. Honestly. Ugh. I really want to ask my parents for a therapist, but I'm too scared since I'm 11. Nah, just ask. Not the shaky side. Honestly, I passed an exam I took today. Yay, good for you, Teresa. But yeah, I I need to not cry in class. Honestly, all I do in class is space out. Same. I don't necessarily do it intentionally. It's more like sitting in. I can't do lectures. Even in first year and second year, I just can't do lectures. I just can't. I can't do lecture. Like talking at me and expecting me to understand it is not gonna. It's not gonna work. I need to actually like what I need from university is basically tell me what you want from me and I'll just replicate it. You know, the Discord invite is invalid. That's a shame. Um, I'll fix it later. Surely there's a wait. Mm, wait. I'll fix it. Well, not fix it, but I'll try something. It froze. I froze or you froze. Whoa. Ew, not me getting an ad on my own thingy. Ooh. I gotta go, T. I'll be back if you're still here. Oh. Is it that I don't go to one of my class because my teacher gives me... Wait. You don't go to your class because when your teacher gives you anxiety, like he teaches weird and he randomly picks on people to answer questions, so I just don't go and rewatch the lecture. Yeah. Oh, is it bad? It's not bad. Oh, bye, Ari. Um, yeah, it's. I don't think it's bad at all because like, that's the thing that my uni has had to has had to is trying to combat. Um, because like they got feedback saying that like people who suffer from anxiety, like being randomly called upon in class is not good for the anxiety, which is true. And yeah, like um yeah, so it's not bad that you want to skip that class. Like it's proper valid. Like you know, having done some volunteer teaching, is laughable how the highest levels of education have the least skilled teachers. I I mean, but the thing is, like, these people are like experts in their field, so they expect them to be really good teachers. But like the best teachers I've had have been people who've like just been aware enough to like teach us and also like care about our well-being. Those are the best teachers, you know. You have tea to spill, spill it in the comments, spill it. But yeah, lectures have been proven to be the least effective method of teaching. I completely agree. OMG, I have such a teacher as well, and I panicked so much he picked me twice one time. Yeah, it's not good to do that because people like back in the day, people did not understand anxiety because mental health and being like conscious of mental health wasn't a thing, and people didn't really regard like children or like students' mental health. They never really thought of it as a concern, but like being picked on when you have like social anxiety, it actually is quite crippling and it can like affect people's mental health and affect like their like attention and all these other like aspects. And if they get it wrong, like they're gonna think that like something's really bad or what, you know what I mean? Yeah, so like yeah, I used to not want to put my I still don't really put my hand up in class. Sometimes I do, but when I was younger, I never really did, and I was that was literally the one thing that I used to get critique on when I was doing like parents' evening. When I would like go with my parents, they would always say like, "Oh, Tiana doesn't participate enough," even though I'd be the top of the class. But it's just because I had like social anxiety, but I didn't know how to communicate that when I was younger. You know, because I knew the answers and I knew that I could, like, if the teacher was to pick on me, but I just never wanted to like put my hand up and say anything, cause like just the pressure of that was just a lot, you know. You know, you know. I know. Do you know? Do you know? Knowing things and teaching things are knowing things and teaching things are definitely two different skills. Skilled researchers can be useful for networking, but are mostly rubbish for class teaching. Mm. I hope your social anxiety has gotten better. Thank you. It's getting better a lot. It's a lot better than how it used to be, most certainly. And I think YouTube has helped me with that, especially because like I meet people and talk to people online a lot more than when I was not on YouTube. Um, yeah, so like when I see some of you guys in public and you guys come up to me, or if you guys DM me and stuff, like that's helping towards my social anxiety. Although it still is there, and like there's been some people who've DM'd me and been a bit too like personal, and it's kind of like scared me a bit. But yeah, why is this one so strong, but this one is so weak? What is? You're right, love. You're right. Yeah, this one's weak. Is it because it's twisted? I don't know what's happening with it. Ugh. Oh, there you go. I think it was because it was twisted. There you go. Yay! I take public transportation, and when people sit next to me, I usually start freaking out and um have hard breathing and start shaking. I told my dad, and he told me I was dramatic. You know what? the older generation, a lot of people in the older generation think that mental health is just like a thing for, was it snowflakes, and like saying that we're weaklings and stuff. No, we're just very much in tune with reality, and aren't afraid to recognize where, like, where things have affected us, you know. Because I imagine that a lot of them probably suffered from anxiety or had mental disorders or neurodivergencies that kind of just got pushed down or they had to mask. So when they see us saying like, oh, I think I have anxiety, or yeah, they say it's because of the phone. Like, what? No, you know? Yeah. It's very annoying when like the older generation gaslights you, because even if for example even if for example you did suffer from anxiety or whatever. Hello, good to see you, greetings from Croatia. Hi. But yeah, if you did suffer from anxiety and stuff and they said that, oh, like you don't suffer from it, you're just being dramatic, surely you as an adult, or you as like a person who's caring for me or whatever, surely you should be more concerned that I think that there's something mentally wrong with me. Or not mentally wrong, but something that can be fixed, that can like, or rather there's something that is affecting my well-being. You know, you should be more concerned with that than me pretending. You know, and blaming it on phones or blaming it on whatever. Hi, Isabel. Blaming on anything is just like, it's just dumb. You know, it's just dumb. Like, that's all I can say. It's just dumb. It's just so dumb. I hate paying or talking to strangers. I usually start shaking. You know, it's not something that you're making up, and yeah, it's just your reality. You know, and you know what? I'm of the thinking now, because it's been years of me feeling a certain way about certain things, or how I am, and my mental health and all these things, and it's been an ongoing process of like realization for me for like years. But in public, when I'm with people who are like family and stuff, I mask a lot of it, you know? I mask a lot of how I feel and whatever. But like, it's only recently that I started telling my mum about my panic attacks, you know? Because like, people would think on the outside that I'm all Gucci, like I'm good, Tiana is fine, she doesn't worry about anything, she's a high achieving student, she does this, she does that, she was the captain of her netball team, you know, she was this, she was that. But like, I suffered from a lot of anxiety and self-esteem issues and all these things, but like, I masked it so people wouldn't see it because I was afraid I'd be gaslit, you know. So I'm of the thinking of now, don't mask it, let them actually see, because if they think that you're pretending, let them actually see what it's like to be you, because then maybe that will change their mind, maybe, I don't know. But I'm not a mental health expert, so maybe don't take my advice, but that's what I'm doing now. OMG did netball, that's cool, yeah. I was the captain of my netball team from year 8 to year 11. Was it year 8? I was in the leadership role in year 8, but I like to claim I was captain from year 8. My mental health sucks. My ex-boyfriend body shamed me recently, and I've talked about it with my teacher today, and she told me that she's getting body shamed too. Like, I'm sorry for her, but that's not an excuse. Thank you for the talk. Yeah, when people do that, instead of like, you feel so safe here, ah, ah. OMG, not you being a netball queen. I was actually a jock. Not me being a jock. But yeah, like, when people do that, when they try, like, when you bring your pain or your whatever, and they're like, oh, well, you know, we all get anxious. Okay, you get help too. Like, why are you? We're not doing. It's not struggle Olympics. I have a pressing concern. Why are you trying to compare yourself? Please, this is not the struggle Olympics. But yeah, moving on because I don't want to get too serious, and I'll start crying. But yeah, I was a netball player. I played netball, cricket, um, and I represented my borough for netball as well. Well, actually, I was supposed to, but we kind of got scammed out of it. But that's a whole other story. Um, but like, I was part of the collection of the best netball players in my borough. Your hat thing is so cute. What? Your hair looks great, by the way. Thank you. I've been getting lots of compliments on it. I did faux locks on my last live stream. What's netball and cricket? Netball is like basketball, but you don't bounce the ball unless you're doing a bounce pass. And you you can only take like, what is it? You can only take 2 steps, and you can only hold the ball for 3 seconds, and you have to stay 1 meter away from people if you're holding the ball. Yeah, you were there when I was doing my hair on stream. I was doing my hair last stream. You should have been there if you weren't there, people who are here. Also, I'm excited for everyone to start announcing London tour dates. Finally gonna see some concerts, lol. Yeah. And I'm hoping that when everyone gets back from whatever they're doing in day 6 and stuff, because like Young K and what's his name, Sungjin, Young K and Sungjin, they're in the army or doing their compulsory whatever they're doing. I know Young K is in some other like thing, but they're doing their things, and Jay and Wampil and Dawn, they're like just doing whatever they're doing. But when everyone from day 6 like is done, then I want them to come to London, because I was supposed to go see them, but I had an exam and I couldn't go. And then that was their last concert before COVID, and I was so annoyed when the pandemic hit. I was so annoyed because it was like very selfish of me, very like, you know. But I was like, oh, the one time they were in London, I could have gone to go see them, but I had a silly exam, and I did well in that exam, but that was the exam where that guy was like low-key racially profiling me, or rather discriminating against me culturally. It was very xenophobic of him, the examiner. OMG day 6, yes. Netball in year 8 used to stress me out for no reason. I was so stressed for what? You know what? I used to love playing netball because like I was really good at it, to the point where like, because I play goal defense. If people were gonna play goal attack, which is the person who's like shooting, like actually getting in the net, goal defense just defend. Goal defense, literally in the name, defends the goal. And a lot of people would be like super like annoyed that I would be their goal defense. So like for the opposing team. So like my friends, like when we were playing like PE and stuff, they'll be like, oh, Tiana, and they'll go stand next to me, and I was like, hee, because they knew that I was good at marking, and I was good at like making sure that like they wouldn't get the ball in the set, in like when they do the pass and whatever. You were sent to a goal attack. The thing is, yeah, I can play all positions. I'm just not that good of a shooter. Like, I'm not a super reliable shooter. I can get it in, but like I'm not super reliable. But if you're gonna be a goal attack or goal shooter, you need to be like super reliable. Like you get it in every time. For me, it's like one or two tries, and then I'll get it in. But yeah, and then cricket is like baseball, but actually no, it's not. Rounders is more like baseball, and I played rounders for I was on my I used to play rounders as well. Wait, is netball volleyball? No. Netball is like basketball, but instead the hoop doesn't have one of those backboards, and you can't bounce the ball or run with the ball. You're literally goal of the match every time. Ha, yeah. I won it a couple times, I think, or like people would regard me as good because the thing is, yeah, my school was really good, and we would win like 21-3 or like 17-4, or like we were getting really high scores. And the reason why the other team wasn't getting like high scores was because of me and Ricky, because we would just like do really well in goal defense and goalkeeper, and would stop all the balls from going into the hoop. So I was a bit of a jock. I was a bit famous. I'm kidding. But I was part of like the collection of like the best netball players in my borough. So because we all trained together across like different schools and stuff, like the best netball players in the borough. Yeah. And then yeah, so I played a lot of sports growing up. Um, T is our athlete. I wish I was back to how I was. Like I used to be so like agile. I'm a bit rusty now. I think I could probably go back to playing netball, but like back then I was crazy. Like I was so like, because obviously like I'm taller than most like girls my age. I'm 5'8", which isn't really that tall, but like for girls it's kind of tall, especially in the UK. So I would tower over people, and also I was fast and I had quick reflexes, so I was pretty good. I wish I had like a match like filmed, but no one ever filmed any of our matches. I don't know why. But yeah, and then I went on to play like privately as well, to play netball for a club. So I was part of a club as well. I was pretty good at netball. Yeah, I was pretty good. It was 5'8" in centimeters, like 173, 174, I think, roughly. Maybe that's 5'9". I know I'm like 174. That's what I am. Mm. I know this is a dumb question. Probably isn't a dumb question. But what is it like growing up in England? OMG, tall girl with my size 13 Nikes. Yeah. Um, yeah. What's it like growing up in England? It's fun. The thing is, yeah, I have a very interesting perspective on growing up in England, because because I'm from London. I have a different perspective to most people. So if you talk to someone who's from Leicester or from wherever, like other cities in England, like they'll have different responses. But because I grew up in London, I grew up with a lot of like black people around me and a lot of like culture. Size 13 Nikes, Lamar, please. My friend maybe made all of us watch Tall Girl one like night during the pandemic, like the early days of the pandemic. We watched it. It was a hard watch, to say the least. It was a hard watch, but yeah. Um, but how is it like growing up in England? It's fun. I like it. I think it's cool. I think like we get the best of both worlds. We get the best of both worlds, because especially in London, like there's like British culture, and then there's also your own culture, because like I'm technically what, second generation immigrant, and then yeah, London. Not those emojis, gosh. But yeah, like being a Londoner, like it just comes with a different swag as well. Like people always talk about like Londoners and stuff online, and like we're cool, because I guess we're like grime and drill and all these other like things. I feel like London is pretty diverse, not gonna lie. It is. I would say London, especially like more like south and east London, I feel like they're definitely like a lot more diverse. Because the thing is, like, I remember a while ago, someone was asking me like why I don't have any like white friends. It's because I grew up in a place where there wasn't any white people. There was hardly any white people who went to my school, like both primary and secondary school. You know, so like it's not surprising. Like I was, like my whole neighborhood was just like black people and stuff, and where I would go would be black people, and and Asian people and Latino people, well, Latinx. I don't know. Yeah, like it was like there was a lot of like different communities where I lived, but hardly any white people. You know, I don't have a lot against Jill, but the boys in my class is it's the only thing they like besides the baby. Blech. Um, drill. The thing is, yeah, you know when they talk about like how certain music makes you feel a certain way. Drill makes me want to fight people. Like if I when I like hear drill or hear like certain like drill beats and stuff, it just makes me want to fight people. Get in a fight and just fisticuffs. You know, me with my weak knuckles, just fisticuffs. That's what drill music makes me want to do. Mm. Fun fact: 5'8" is one of the beauty standards. Really, people want to be 5'8". That's cool. And the thing is, yeah, I growing up, I always thought that was like really tall, but I'm not actually that tall for a girl. Like I'm pretty much like the tallest of like average height, you know. Because there's girls who are like 5. I know someone who's 6 foot. Yeah, I know someone who's 6 foot, and they're a girl, and that's a whole like couple inches taller than me, and they're very tall. Like I'm like the borderline average, like mid. Actually, no, because average height I think in the UK for a woman is like 5'6". I think so. I'm like just slightly over it, just slightly. Mm. Honestly, finally, it's happening to me right in front of my face. Da 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 da. Finally. Not someone setting off fireworks outside my window. Please! It's not even bonfire night. It's literally it's Friday the 19th. There's no holiday. Oh, honestly. Uh, I think average height in the UK for women is like 5'3". Is it? Oh my gosh. I'll get going now. See you, T. Good night. Love ya. Bye. Bye. What's your name? Terezi. Bye. Wait, you guys could hear the fireworks. That's funny. That is funny. Oh, my spine. Oh. Finally, it's happening to me right in front of me face. Finally. Mm. Mm. When we were out, me and my friends this week, we went to an art gallery. It was really nice. And I got to see one of my favorite paintings, IRL. I'll show you the picture that I took. It was very awkward because there was people that were trying to take photos like around me. But oh, for a second I thought there was someone next to you. No, just walls. You see? Drink. I was trying to rush. I didn't have time to pose. I was just like, quick, get a picture, get a picture. Which art gallery did you go to? We went to the National Gallery, I believe it's called. National Gallery. Yeah, the National Gallery in London. It's very cute. I like it. It was fun. And the thing is, because my friends are quite artsy and creative, so all of us were really like appreciating the art and stuff. And like, yeah, it was just a lot of fun. There's me and my friends. Oh, what's Lily doing? And like, um, I think that they are open late on Fridays. I really want to go late. It's pretty. It's nice. It's nice in there, especially like when it's not too packed. It's really nice. Yeah. I was being a stalker and I took some pictures of Rufiat when she was taking pictures. Dude, you have such a pretty friend group. What? Honestly, the Chinkadam are very pretty, very pretty, and when we dress up, we dress up. We proper dress up. Mm. Like it was Leonie's birthday, and she was really giving. Wait, what's her? So that's all my friends, and there's Leonie. Look at her. Cute. She looked very nice. Everyone looked very nice. Mm. Do I have any more pictures? Wait, I could find some more pictures from because everyone else took pictures and kept them. They haven't really shared them with the group. OMG, she's so pretty. I'll let her know that you guys said that. She should model something for reals. I've been saying that. I stay saying that. Hmm. Like I don't know if you can see, but like that's all of us together. We were very cute. I think I took one picture from that mirror. Let me see if I can find it. Mm. Like all of us were just standing and stuff, and we all look so cute. And you guys will see in the video, like when I post it. Dropped my phone on my foot. You guys will see in the video like how cute we were, like the vibes that we were all giving. We all look so good. We look very good. We were very, very like well put together. It was just giving, you know. It was giving. Chingadem seems like true friendships. I think we've sifted the group down and tossed the shaft and stuff, and we have the purified group. I feel like my friend group is very much like solidified, and we are all like we all love each other so much and want the best for each other, and we all care about each other so much. And yeah, I love my friends. I love my friends so much. I'm very thankful because I don't have any sisters, and these guys are basically my siblings. you know you know Oh my gosh, we went to a bubble tea place, the one that I usually go to, the one in Chinatown called Cha Time. The person who made my bubble tea that day, they really put their foot in it. They made this. What? Look at it. Honestly, I should have went behind the counter and hugged the guy that made it, because they really put their foot in it. It was so good. Oh my gosh. Ah, I love boba so much. Yeah, boba's nice. Ah, me and Leonie. And then me, Leonie, and Rufiat. I'm gonna post these later. Here's me being a stalker following Rufiat. I was just following her. Oh, I still gotta try bunsik. We went to bunsik that day. I didn't capture anything of me eating bunsik, but I captured someone else eating it. We went there, and it was very delicious. I've been there before, and I filmed it when I was what day was that? I don't know. I think it was when I was out with Melody and Juliana and Rufiat. Yeah, it was a vibe. Talking about vibe. Are you from New York? No, I'm actually from London. I'm a Londoner. I wasn't joking. Actually, I'm from London. I'm a Londoner. I have family in New York, but I'm from London. I'm from London. I'm a Londoner. I'm a Londoner. Wait. Wait. I'll play this for you.
You better charge me.
Oh, my phone's dying. That was us being silly. Cool vibe. Oh, all the places you were talking about are also in New York, so I was confused, lol. There's a chart time in New York. That's cool. And is it okay? But yeah, bunchik. Bunchik means like Korean food or like street food. But yeah. So it's like they do like hot dogs on a stick and like tteokbokki and mandu and like all these other like Korean street foody things and stuff. The only question that matters, do you have some study tips or what ends am I from? Which one was the question that matters? I'll answer both questions. So this is a weird question, but what end of London are you from? I'm from the south. South London. South London represent. And that's all I will reveal. But yeah, I'm from South London. South London. Do you have some study tips? Do the traffic light system. Do the traffic light system if you're studying. So what that is basically you don't have to do like red. You don't have to do like red, yellow, green. You can do like whatever colors you want, but yeah, just like oh no, you have to dip. It's alright. It was cool having you here, Black Brit. It was cool. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so do the traffic light system if you're planning on studying, which basically means like you choose one color for things that you struggle with, like you do not know like any content from this one topic, you highlight that. So like, oh, sorry, I'm missing steps. Basically, write out all the like subjects or like topics inside that class, like write them all out. So like for example, like with science you'll do like osmosis and currents and I don't know, chemical reactions and you know, like write out all like the topics and things that are involved in the class, and then highlight them in different colors based upon like red if you do not know anything about it, orange or yellow if you kind of know stuff about it or you don't really, and then green if you don't even need to look at it, you know it like the back of your hand, you can recite it off by heart or whatever. And then once you've done that, focus your time on studying the stuff that's highlighted in red, because by doing that you then prioritize the things that you actually need to do. Because the thing as students is that like we're kind of conditioned to do things in like chronological order, but if you just do anything anyhow, like just pick and choose however you want, you kind of get through things a lot faster, you know. And because if you try and make notes or try and study things in chronological order, that means you're going to go over the things that you already know, and you're going to be like wasting time. The time that you spent reading over things that you already knew like the back of your hand, you could have been using that for things that you had in the orange, you know. So that's what I did when it came to like studying, especially when I was like younger. Now it's a lot different, but when I was younger, that's how I would do it. I would like just highlight the things that I was partially knowledgeable about, and things that I knew absolutely nothing about, and I just prioritized my time on doing that. And then for the red ones and for the orange ones where you have to actually write notes or like revise or whatever, I would do cheat sheets where I would take like a giant like postcard or like a flashcard, or you can even like use like half of an A4 paper, like an A5 piece of paper or whatever, and I would condense everything I need to know about that one topic into one flashcard. So by doing that, you trick your brain into memorizing like obvious things, and it's only the things that aren't obvious or things that you really, really need to remember that you write down. And then by doing that, you basically learn everything. That's how you. That's my study tip. Because that's the most efficient way to do things, and also you'll waste less time. You'll have more time to do whatever you want to do, and just get rid of like you'll be able to do like things that you want to do, like watch anime or whatever, if you do it that way. Yeah. Study tip: 10 minutes a day is more effective than 10 hours on the weekends. I agree. I'm gonna write these down. I'm in the 10th grade. Right, OMG. Oh, spell check. Everything will be marked red. Yeah, I feel you. Advice for today? Is that you asking for advice for today? My advice for today is live your truth. Whatever your reality is, live your truth. It's tiresome pretending to be okay when you're not. It's tiresome pretending to care about things when you don't. Just live your truth. And find, also my other advice is find the people who love you in that truth. You know, like my friends, like my friendship group, we've seen each other through good and bad, ups and downs, different things and whatever, you know. And like I feel like I could be 100% genuine with these people, whereas other people they're maybe more of a mask. But like I feel like I found the group of people who I can be like myself with, and like if we had to, I could live with these people, you know. Like it's that deep. Like I could actually like live with these people, and I think we'd be okay. Yeah. So that's my advice. Live your truth. And find people who will accept you in your truth. Cold blooded, cold blooded, 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 cold blooded. Oh, ice, 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 ice. Cute. Any more questions, guys? Ask away whilst I'm here. Oh, I think I cut my finger. Oh. I'm really sorry, T, but I got to go now. This was so much fun. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you, Isabel, for being here. It was great chatting with you. It was great. Goodbye for me and Chimmy. Oh, Chimmy's bowing. Annyeong. I lost a lot of friends this year because they were toxic and all about drama, and I just wanted peace. Sometimes you need to sift away the rubbish so you can have the purified product, you know? What is your advice for dealing with a teacher who doesn't do their job well? In regards to like they don't teach you well, or they're just not like nice. Wait. True, because I had to really drop some of the people I was associated with because they were low-key fake. We ain't got time for fake people here. We ain't got time for that. Cut them off. You know? Treat it as if it's like poison. You don't want poison in your food. You scoop that out. You know? Yeah, what is your advice for dealing with a teacher who doesn't do their job well? My advice, essentially, that's why I marry you in a chingy them. Thank you. I think we've because like I'll answer the question in a second. But in response to like the thing about the chingy them, like growing up, like we had a lot of friends because we were in all in the same school, so we had a lot of like friends who were in our class, but like a lot of them were either fake or they it just didn't work, and I think moving to, like, because we went to different like colleges and stuff, so even leaving secondary school and going to different colleges, it was very much like a test to see if we were actually friends, like if we would still be friends even though we weren't in the same environment every single day seeing each other, because we had been with each other since year seven. But and even then, not really like that for some of us. Some of us came on in like year eight or whatever. But like I tend to view it as if we all were basically we all knew about each other. So technically our friendship started in year seven. But yeah, but like we proper like weeded out like people who weren't on it, people who just like they only cared about themselves, or they weren't like true friendships or whatever. So yeah, just cut off fake friends. We ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know? No one has time for that. But yeah, to answer the question about the teachers who don't do their job well, you need to take learning into your own hands, you know? Because I had a lot of teachers that were like that, where they either were just like rubbish people and they wanted to fight you all the time. Oh, yeah. Either they were like really rubbish people and they wanted to fight you even though you were a child and they were an adult, or like they just couldn't teach me in the way that I needed to be taught. So you have to take your learning into your own hands. If they're being like a rubbish person and they're just like not nice to you and stuff, in re- it's easier said than done, but I would just like talk to their superior, because you can find who their superior is. Like we had like head of years who would like who are technically above the regular teachers. So if you had an issue, you could talk to one of the head of years and stuff. But yeah, take your learning into your own hands, because not gonna lie, teachers are human beings as well, and then they're not always A1 in it. They're not always the best. Mm. How do I know if my friends are fake? Well, I feel like you will know. Like, for example, if I have like news or if I have like something that's going on, I know that my group of friends would like be there for me. And same with me. If my friends are like going through something or whatever, like I'm there for them, and like when someone is genuine, you can tell. You can tell because if they're only if they only want you to like be attentive to them and attentive to their needs and whatever they're doing and only care about them, but they don't show the same kind of respect towards you or show the same kind of attentiveness towards you, or like even like they don't regard you or think about what you want or whatever. They only think about themselves, or they're only concerned about like the surface level of friendship and not like the 3 a.m. crying because you're talking about your childhood trauma, you know? Like those people, like they're the stinky ones who are fake, and like if they talk about you behind your back, I've never experienced this before, but if they talk about you behind your back, then most likely they're fake. Because or like if people gossip with them about you, like why do they feel so comfortable talking about you to them? That means probably that they're fake. But the thing is, yeah, there's fake friends and then there's people who've just grown apart from, because there's people who I am no longer like best friends with, but I don't hate them and I don't like want them to suffer or anything, like I want the best for them, but we've just grown apart, and that's okay, you know. And if they ever want to come back and try to be my friend again or whatever, I'd be open to it. But I'm mature enough to accept when a season has ended, you know. So sometimes friends are fake, and sometimes you're just grown apart, and they're just not like they're not who you need in that season. They're not who you need in that season of your life, and that's perfectly okay, you know. So yeah. Mm. OMG, I have one of those too. The teacher can't do their job properly and is unorganized and blames the students. Honestly, speak to them after class and ask them to if they can do X, Y, Z. Often they'll be more receptive when not in front of the class. Yeah, that's good advice. That's very good advice. Because teachers, they feel like you're ganging up on them when you expose them, even though that you need to expose them, but they feel like they always feel like you're ganging up on them if you do it in the main class. Um, mm, yeah. Hi, Isabella. Hello. If they still don't respond, then it's time to make a complaint to the superior. Yeah. Yeah. Got a vibe. Baby, I got it right. I was the same night. Mm. Yeah. Any more questions? Let's go, lads. What happened? We've been talking about fake friends and growing apart from friends. We were talking about bad teachers. We were talking about anxiety. How I cried at dinner because I was stressed about university, and how I cried today in class, but I tried not to let tears come out of my eyes because I was stressed about class and stuff. And yeah, you know, Oh, and we talked about like how I was a jock in uni. In uni, I was a jock in secondary school and primary school. So, mm. I say jock because I like contextualizing my life in regards to High School Musical, and I feel like I'm very much Uh, yeah, I feel like I would be Troy Bolton, but like if I wasn't a villain, you know. Wait, what? No, I feel like I'm Troy Bolton to my friend group, but I'm not like a bad person. Because if you really deep it, in High School Musical, the bad people is like Troy Bolton and Chad and those people, you know? Especially Chad and Taylor. Oh my gosh. Villains! The true villains. They tried to make us believe. See, this is growth. This is personal growth and maturity as a young adult. It was growth for me when I realized that Sharpay is actually the victim of High School Musical and not the villain. No, is Troy evil? I think everyone other than Sharpay is evil, and maybe other than actually no, Evan is part. Evan, what's his name? Ryan. Ryan is also a part of it as well. You know, like across all the movies, like really deep it. Sharpay is actually the victim. She's the victim in all of this. In High School Musical 1, okay, let's talk about it. In High School Musical 1, she was in the drama team, you know, the musical theatre team. Her and her brother had like a role. They had like a thing that was theirs. But for some reason, these like athletes decided to come in and do their thing or whatever. Troy Bolton, like he went to a New Year's Eve party, met this girl, and then suddenly decided that he wanted to have a role in the theatre. Like that doesn't even happen in real life. Okay? And then like Gabriella, she's like a nerd, and now she's trying to take over and like be in the drama team or whatever, like, you know, because not to side with the whole like song of like stick to the status quo, but like low key to side with it, like they kind of ruined things for Sharpay. Because like it's not like these people wanted to at that point, it's not like they wanted to have a career in theatre or anything, but like Sharpay and Ryan, that was their lives. You know, that was like what they wanted. And like these people who sang one time at a New Year's Eve party and did karaoke and locked eyes at one moment in the song, they suddenly decided that they wanted a career in musical theater. Okay, name a musical. You know what I mean? And then so then they steal the main like roles from the people who were already in the club for years, and so now they have to like take like menial roles and like not like important roles, even though she has been like even though Sharpay has been like working so hard for this. And then like in High School Musical 2, Sharpay just wants to get Sharpay just wants to perform with Troy. That's all she wants to do. Literally, that's all she wants to do. But then Taylor makes it seem like she's trying to steal Troy from Gabriella. So then everyone goes and tries to sabotage whatever like innocent feelings or. But to be honest though, in the summer when Sharpay really did set up a whole business deal for Troy and he really messed it up. Period! Exactly! Exactly. Like Sharpay was trying to get this guy out of the hood. She was trying to get him out of the hood. But no. He listened to the manipulations of Taylor and Chad and thought that, oh, she's manipulating him or whatever. No, she's trying to get you a college degree, you know, with a good university. She hooked him up with the basketball team of them and got them to practice. And imagine you as a person, you've been given this excellent opportunity to go do these like cool events with these people and stuff, but you don't bring your friends along. Mate, your literal teammates, the person who you've been friends with since you were kids, Chad, not even one. You don't even have to bring Zeke. Just Chad you could have brought with you to the practice. But no, Troy was selfish. Then he like basically manipulate and and you know what? He probably manipulated Sharpay because he could have just told her straight up, I'm not interested in you. But no, he proper milked her and oh yeah, oh, I'm never gonna dance, I'm never gonna perform with you, whatever. But like, you would still go to dinner, you would still do the things, you would still go meet the people, like, you know what I mean? Like, if he had just been upfront and said, I don't want to do this with you, I don't like you like that, and even though I don't even think that she actually romantically, I don't think she expressed romance towards him at all. I can't remember her like writing like Sharpay Bolton or whatever. Literally, he was leading her on and like exposing and like and was what's the word? Like when you use someone. Well, yeah, he was basically using her to like get better opportunities because she was rich. Like actually deep it. Like he's actually she's not the villain in the first one. Imagine you've been working for something so hard in your life just to get the main role in the performance. He honestly gaslit her a lot, and he manipulated, gaslit, he gatekeeped, girl bossed his way through High School Musical 2. Honestly, but yeah, like in High School Musical 1, that's the word. He exploited her. In High School Musical 1, she has been working so hard for this role. She just wants to bop it to the top, you know. She just wants to do 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 do, you know. She just wanted to do all that, but no, like apparently this person who sang one time at a New Year's Eve party, apparently she deserves the role. She just literally Gabriella just moved to the school. Sharpay has been working so hard for this one role, and this one random girl just comes into the school and takes the role from her. Like, and then they made it seem like it was like she was wrong for feeling like upset about it. Imagine you worked so hard for something. Gotta let new people have a chance though. Yeah, if she had been there in the like, imagine you just moved to the school, because if you really deep it, like High School Musical is probably across maybe like a couple weeks. So you're telling me that someone who came into your school who didn't even have any previous musical theatre background and is just coming to your school for like a couple weeks, you're giving her the main role? Because there's talent, but then there's like just stealing, you know? I don't remember it being so serious. I was young when I watched and I just vibed to the music like everyone else. But the thing is, that was me as well. But like they made it seem like Sharpay was like they made it seem like Sharpay was the villain. She wasn't the villain. And also, in High School Musical 1, let's talk about who the real villain was. Taylor and Chad. Taylor and Chad, they didn't let's take Troy out of the equation. Let's not make him the villain, even though he also was low key bad in this as well because he was leading Sharpay on constantly, and he could have shut things down when he had the chance, but he chose not to. But Chad and Taylor, they manipulated people's feelings. They privately filmed. T is just destroying Disney. Honestly, I'm destroying the whole franchise of High School Musical, even though I love High School Musical. But I have such like a critical opinion on it now that I'm older. But as I was saying, like they filmed Troy saying like, oh, he would never want to like perform with Gabriella, and like if it was him if it was Gabriella or the boys, he would always pick the boys. And then Taylor went and showed it to the girl who she kind of claimed as like her friend or like best friend. I don't think I like if one of my friends did that to me, I wouldn't be their friend anymore. Imagine the boy who is supposed to be like the romantic interest or whatever says that he would pick the boys over me, and you want to show it to me. Wow, okay. Best friend of the year award goes to Taylor, you know. And honestly, and then in all of this, they were just making it seem like Sharpay is the villain for feeling bad about the whole situation. Like you worked so hard for this role. She knew all the songs. She knew all of the dance moves and everything. She was in rehearsals whilst Gabriella was out there doing beep boop beep on calculators and doing writing on boards and stuff. Sharpay was in rehearsals, you know? And Chad, let's imagine that Troy had pure intentions of going into like musical theatre. Chad was the enemy of progress. If you really deep it, he was the enemy of progress. Because imagine your best friend wants to move into something different and you're like, oh, but we play basketball. What do you mean? I have dreams too, you know? But no, apparently the true villain of High School Musical 1 at least was Sharpay. Come on, she's not the villain for feeling bad. Wasn't there some scheming? Not as much as the other people. Imagine they were probably like doing manipulation of feelings, and if there was any blossoming relationship or like romantic feelings between like Troy and Gabriella, if there was any like romantic feelings or whatever, um Chad and Taylor, they were trying to get rid of it because they were like, it's not beneficial. She has like the scholastic decathlon or whatever it was called, and he has the big basketball game. So apparently they can't be together because of those two commitments, you know. And like Sharpay, okay, yeah, maybe she like I think what does she do in the movie? Yeah, the other people were worse, yeah. Way worse. But like the way how Disney was really trying to manipulate our feelings in those early years was to make us think that Sharpay was the villain. Just because she was rich and blonde and that she didn't get her way. But if you really think about it, you would be upset too. Like if all the things that you were working hard for was taken away from you by some random new person, and the guy that you had a crush on um was in love with this new person, and he kind of like would lead her on and didn't like she messed with Gabriella. In what way? I need evidence. Because if, as far as I remember, all she did was like print out saying something like revealing that she went to loads of high schools or whatever. But in reality, that's not really harmful information. It's just leaking information, you know? That's the only thing I can remember. Like she did research on her. And also, Gabriella spilled food on on Sharpay. Let's talk about that. Wait, did she spill food on her or did I can't remember. How did that scene go? Sharpay also has a huge amount of privilege. Like she's rich, it's not as impressive to be amazing at theatre if you have money to spend on the training and accoutrements. But actually, you say that, but if you watch Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure, which I did, you'd find out that her family had no part in her training or anything. She had no like her dad didn't want her to do theatre. He wasn't on it like that. He didn't really care. And the mum was just like a housewife, so she didn't have any input. But yeah, so like you say that, but like the only thing about Sharpay that was Sharpay stan. It's not even like I'm a Sharpay stan. I just want justice for the people who are being lied upon, you know? Because like even in High School Musical too, yet again, Troy didn't tell Sharpay how he was actually feeling. You know, he would like do the golf stuff. Remember the golf scene when they were like when Taylor and Gabriella were standing at a distance and they were like, "Oh, he didn't ask me about the leather of his shoes, but he asked her. Oh, she's trying to steal your man." Like that's what Taylor was like, and like getting into Gabriella's head, even though it was absolutely innocent. She had the money and time. In the first film, she has her own pianist to make arrangements for her. Yeah, but she didn't. Did she have her own pianist, or was it just Kelsey, or whatever her name was? I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched the first one, but like the second one and the third one are pretty fresh in my brain. But yeah, in the second one, yeah, they're standing at a distance saying like how Troy was asking Sharpay about the shoes and stuff. Even though Gabriella fully knows that Troy doesn't like her. Hi! But yeah, like she knew that Troy did not like yeah, Troy was just playing along. Being rich isn't a crime. I've worked so hard hits different if your family wasn't supportive. Yeah. Like Sharpay, the only thing about Sharpay that was like villainous is that she was rich. And even then, like, she funded, like, in the ending, the last performance, her family funded the performances and stuff. That was her family's resort. She in High School Musical too. Someone tell me how she was a villain in High School Musical too, because I'm not seeing it. But they were really trying to make us feel like she was the bad person in this, because not only did she I can't speak to the other installments, but not only did she try and help get Troy out of the hood and out of like doing basketball like low level schools and stuff, but she was trying to get him into like a high level like college and stuff. Not only that, but she gave him employment for the summer, and then also because she liked him so much and like was like a, a bit fond for him or whatever, and it was basically like him or like it was either him and the rest of the group or no one at all. She gave them summer jobs. She wasn't a villain because she literally gave jobs to everyone. Literally, she gave literally everyone a job at her like resort. Employment, summer employment. She gave them, and it wasn't just like jobs. It was like food and jobs. You know. Troy could have just been honest, not gonna lie. I agree. He could have literally just been like, hey, thank you for doing all this for me, for getting me in the room. You know, I would never have met these people. I know that you have like all these connections because of your dad and he has all these investments or whatever. Thank you. But I'm happy with Gabriella, you know? And I don't know if you are feeling things for me, that's why you're doing this, or why you're doing all these things, I don't know, but literally, if Troy had just said something to Sharpay, she probably would have backed off but even then, like, she liked him internally, but she never really expressed like in her, at least in the script, she never like expressed like she was being creepy or like obsessive over him. But it was like the movie was making us feel like she was trying to be obsessive. But in reality, all she wanted to do was, in exchange for giving him a college education, employment, and like connections and networking, all these things, in exchange for all of those, she just wanted to perform with him in the final performance. That's it. That's all she wanted. She never said, oh, like, I'm going to give you all these things. I'm going to show you all these people. You can play golf with my dad and go in his helicopter. I'm going to give you this job for the summer so you can put on your resume and so you can get other jobs and stuff. And I'm going to give you all these things so you can date me. She never said that. She actually didn't do any, like, advancements like that. And if you really deep it, like, when she was playing golf with Troy was the one that was grabbing her up and holding the golf stick and whatever, you know? So he had a role to play in it as much as her. And even then, she was just trying to get him to perform with her. That's it. That's all she wanted. And instead of giving her just that one performance, he went and basically gaslit her, made it seem like she was the one that was being weird and stuff, and like being like a villain or whatever. And like, I'm trying to remember like that one argument scene. Oh, when Gabriella left because she felt like Troy was spending too much time with Sharpay. Why was Gabriella trying to make all this about her? Like, no one, like like I feel like Gabriella has the most leaving songs, but she has never left. I think why everyone is making her the villain is because of her main character personality is like Barbie personality. That's what I think it is. It's just because she's rich and blonde. But really though, Sharpay really was a victim in all the musicals and didn't hold no grudges against anyone. Literally, she didn't hold any grudges. If I was Sharpay, or if anyone was Sharpay and you didn't get the guy in the end, you would have just fired everyone. Tell everyone to go home. She didn't like them anyway. Or at least she pretended like she didn't like them because she was rich. But you knew that she wanted to be friends with all of them, you know? And even her own brother basically ratted on her and like betrayed her because apparently they didn't want to do the final performance, and Troy was like, oh, if Gabriella's not going to be here to do the final performance, I'm not going to do the final performance. Okay, let me take back your college education then, you know? It's the demonization of hyperfemininity. Low key. She's singing about leaving, but was leaving less than others. Well, the thing is, yeah, it's like she kept singing about leaving. Like, no one's holding you hostage. Go. This is just a summer job for him, you know. And if you have like, and she was saying like, if Troy is the prize, then I don't want to play the game. No one's playing a game here. You're the only one who is quite literally making things up. Sharpay just wants to perform with him. That's it. That's all she wants. Because I never once saw, I don't recall, I don't think, yeah, I don't recall, yeah. I don't recall Sharpay like approaching Gabriella as a woman and being like, oh, I want Troy and I'm gonna fight you for it. We're gonna have to fight around the back. She never said that once. She just basically was like, oh, I just want to perform with him. And then Taylor was the one that was making it seem like Sharpay was trying to steal Troy from Gabriella. But no, she wasn't. She didn't. She just gave him education. I get why Gabriella got jealous, but I blame Troy. He was not honest. He wasn't honest, and also Gabriella was very needy throughout the entire film. Like, he has a job. He can't be with you 24/7 for dates. Like, calm down. Like, the job's not permanent. You guys are gonna have a whole like rest of summer after the job is over. You can hang out with him then, you know? Like, stop making it all about you. Just because he didn't ask you about like your opinion on leather shoes. What do you know about leather shoes? You know? And then in High School Musical 3, when they were doing like the final musical and stuff, Troy and Gabriella were having their own relationship. Yeah, Taylor and Chad were really hyping things up. I agree. I feel like Taylor and Chad are like the main villains of at least the first two. This is an example of when the whole film could have been over if they just had one conversation. Quite literally. If they just done one intervention where it was Sharpay, Gabriella, and Troy, and if Taylor kept her nosy self out of all of it, if Taylor and Chad kept their opinions and their nosiness out of it, it could have all been resolved. All of it. Literally all of it. And in High School Musical 3, Troy and Gabriella were having their own turmoil and whatever because they were trying to go to different places. And even then, oh my gosh, at the end when they announced what schools everyone got into, like, cause was it Princeton or whatever? No, Juilliard. I think it was Juilliard was the one that Sharpay wanted to go to. But I think Troy got into Juilliard, or like they were looking at Troy. Yeah, in the last one, Sharpay's sister tried to steal her spotlight again. Yeah, and she successfully did because Sharpay is not exactly like the strong like girl boss everyone makes her out to be. She's not really. You know, like she tries to look like she's the girl boss on the outside, but internally she's not. Yeah, and Chad was being toxic against Troy because of performing in uni. Yeah, he was. He was being very toxic towards him. And also, if you really think about it, like Sharpay's like main dream was to go to Juilliard. She wanted to go to a performing arts school, and she wanted to like be on Broadway and be on the main stages and travel the world as a performer, as she said in her song "I Want It All." Her and Ryan were supposed to her and Ryan wanted to do that, but when it came to like all the stuff, because of Troy, once again, I think it was the pianist that got the scholarship that Sharpay wanted. I can't remember. I really can't remember how the scholarship thing went, but I know that the Juilliard people did come to go look at Troy. But if you really deep it, if Troy didn't sing the Start of Something New song at the New Year's Eve party in the first movie, Sharpay probably would have been the person that Juilliard was looking at. So he took her dream, ultimately. He took her dream of going to Juilliard, and she ended up having to she ended up choosing to volunteer. Imagine a charity worker, a philanthropist. She volunteers. That's her choice. She chooses to volunteer at the high school in the drama department. Low-key to like spite the assistant because the assistant thinks she's all that and a bag of chips, but still she chooses to give back to the community that gave her so much. And then when she goes on into Sharpay's fabulous adventure, she ends up going into poverty because her parents don't believe in her dream. All because of Troy. And thus ends my essay on why Sharpay was actually the victim of High School Musical. Thus ends my essay. Because honestly, if it wasn't for Troy and Gabriella, she would be in Juilliard. She would have been the star of the performance in the very first High School Musical. Then in the second one, if Troy had decided to not like lead her on and steal from her and whatever, he could have just left her alone and she wouldn't have been emotionally manipulated. Gabriella wouldn't have wasted her breath. I'm too socialist but to feel sympathy, but I get you, lol. Yeah, Gabriella wouldn't have wasted her breath singing "I Gotta Go My Own Way," you know. Also, it's not that deep. Like, what do you mean, what about us? What about everything we've been through? But what about trust? You know, I never meant to hurt you. What? And then what about me? What am I supposed to do? like I'm just thinking about the lyrics of that song. Like she was really making a mountain out of a she was making a mountain out of a molehill. Like it wasn't that deep. Like actually deep here. Like Sharpay wasn't trying to steal him. She just wanted to perform with him. That's it. That's all she wanted. There was no moment in the movie where you're still live. Yeah, I'm talking about High School Musical and how Sharpay was actually the victim. She was the big victim. But yeah, I just feel like there needs to be more justice for Sharpay. Like she really went through a lot. If Troy had just left her alone and not touched the drama department, or rather if he had touched the drama department but never, oh, can we talk about Now or Never, where Troy sings Right Now I Can Hardly Breathe but keeps singing, lol. Right now I can hardly breathe. Oh, you can do it, just know that I believe, and that's all I really need. So come on, make me strong, turn it up, get up, why did it had such good songs, but the manipulation of our feelings as children. Wow, they really tried to make us think that Sharpay was the villain. You know. And then imagine, like, Troy has the audacity to be going through emotional, like, turmoil and Scream in High School Musical 3 about whether he should choose, like, this or that. Imagine how Sharpay is feeling throughout all of this. She was supposed to be the star. She had her identity as a drama kid, as a theatre kid. That was her identity. And him being selfish, he took that from her and took and made and even through and he had the opportunity to uplift her throughout a lot of the movie. He had the opportunity to uplift her and keep her, like, her role and her position and whatever. He had so many opportunities to, like, help Sharpay, but he just chose not to. Just because, like, oh, maybe she likes him or not. Like, he didn't want to, like, what? No. Like, he had so many opportunities. Like, he could have been like, oh no, like, I don't even want to go to Juilliard. Like, I don't even want to. I want to play basketball. He knew that Juilliard didn't have a basketball department. He knew. So he really could have just been like, hey, Juilliard, great that you're here to see me. I actually want to play basketball and also do performing arts, and you guys don't exactly offer that to me. Also, don't particularly want to move to where Juilliard is, kind of want to stay local. He could have just said that, and then Juilliard would have had, like, an extra place, and they could have started looking at Sharpay, because imagine, she really gave us a whole performance for I Want It All. Like, proper, like, choreography, performance, staging. It was giving Tonys, but yeah. I'm pressed. I'm pressed. Yeah, framing is everything. I agree. Mm. Oh, but I agreed with the video that I saw that she is villainized disproportionately, and especially in a stereotyped way that places hyper feminine women as nasty and selfish. Yeah, come on, critical thinkers. I gotta listen to I Want It All again. Honestly, the soundtrack is amazing. I can't lie. They went off with that. Mm. Hi, BTS Army. Hello. But yeah, I think the lesson to learn from High School Musical, the franchise, is honesty is that honesty is the best policy. Just be honest. All of this could have been avoided, and people's lives would not be ruined if people were just honest. You know? Do you know what time is it? Oh, 10 past. 2 days ago, I kept listening to I Don't Dance and Now or Never. I Don't Dance is a good one as well. I'm just chilling here, Gate, gate. That means nothing. I'm happy you're chilling. I'm gonna stay for another couple minutes. Any last like questions you guys have or things you want to talk about? Because my throat is dry. I have water next to me, but I low-key want like tea, and I'd have to get up to go make it. So I'm gonna stay for another couple minutes. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Fling it at me. Anything random. So there is something I want to try, but I'm so anxious about it because I feel like I'm not good enough. You know, my whole family is also expecting me to keep studying, and I'm just so confused. Any words of courage? Something you want to try, but you're anxious about it. Um, your family is expecting you to keep studying. Well, the thing is, yeah, it's always good to have something on like as a backup. That's why I'm not dropping out of uni. Because like I know like it's good just to have something as a backup. So even if you do try and do other things, so, like if I was to like pursue, I don't know, like art and stuff, and even though I'm not that good at art, but like if I was to pursue it or whatever, or like pursue like writing poetry for a living or whatever, at least I have like this thing as a back burner. But what I guess words of like courage or advice I would say is like keep working on your passions, because a lot of the time like if you keep working on your if you keep working on your passions and stuff, you get good at it, and then it gets to the point where people can't even deny your ability. Like people can't even say like oh she's not that good, or they're not that good, or whatever, you know. So yeah, just keep working on it, and even if you are anxious, it just means that it means a lot to you, and that's a good thing, you know. Like more like anxiety, but like anxious about like it, you know. I don't want to regret not trying when I got the chance, you know. Yeah, I feel you. Don't make any like drastic life changes, like suddenly shave your head bald and move to like Tibet or something, but like but like little things here and there, and just keep working on things, and like make sure you always have a plan B. That's it, because you never want to fully like put all your eggs in one basket. Like, it's always good to have one egg in another basket just in case, you know. Yeah. What are you getting for Christmas? And did you hear that BTS and Megan Thee Stallion are performing Butter remix in LA? Yes, I did hear about the BTS and Megan Thee Stallion stage. What am I getting for Christmas? I don't know. I want a couple things for Christmas, but whether or not I'll be receiving them, I don't know. For Christmas, I typically want. Ooh, for Christmas, I typically want perfume. So like the Ari by Ariana Grande perfume. That's like my favorite perfume. I also really want the Razer headphones. Whether it is like the ones with the cat ears or just like the regular ones, those would be cool. What else do I want for Christmas? For Christmas, I want a PlayStation. And I'm just putting this out there into the universe, whether or not I actually receive these things or not, is whatever in it. But yeah, I want a PlayStation, obviously like a TV to play it on. Um, what else would be cool to have for Christmas? Mm, hmm. Maybe like a VR set. So if I don't get the PlayStation, maybe like a VR headset. That would be really fun. Um, and money is always good for Christmas. Um, small things. I really want the BTS Tear album, but the version 3, the I think it's the A version, isn't it like TEAR, something like that? Like the different versions. But basically I want the version of the BTS Tear album where they're wearing the denim outfits. I want that version. in the photo cards. And then also, I want a Stray Kids album as well. Any album will do. Any of the more recent ones. Um, I want a plane ticket to South Korea. Big mood. I want to go back to Korea for Christmas. It was so nice when I was out there. It was just a bit lonely because I didn't have any family to spend it with, but it was nice because it was all snowy. Mm. That was like that was the most snow I'd ever seen ever. Touchscreen laptop changed my world. Never going back. I feel you. I like using touchscreen ones. They're cool. Very cool. What else would be really cool to have for Christmas? Like small things. Um, maybe like I don't know. I need. I need. I need it. Maybe like some cool like posters and stuff. You know, in your last live stream, I actually fell asleep, not because of you, but because of me being tired and exhausted. And I thought you would like to know that when I woke up, I was like, OMG. Tiana, I'm awake because of my dog. I looked outside and I can't see anything outside. I got so scared that wait, sorry. I'm just reading. I don't even understand what you was. Wait. Tiana, I'm awake because of my dog. I looked outside and I can't see anything outside. I got so scared that I closed the blinds. It'd be like that sometimes when you just wake up and it's like that was like me one time where I went to bed and then the next morning I woke up and I looked outside my window and it was so foggy that like we had a really thick cloud descend upon like my house, and when I looked outside it was like completely like white, like paper white, like it was so white and so thick, like the fog, that I couldn't see anything and I thought I died because my mum was what was she either went jogging or like she was not in like her room or something when I woke up, so I thought I died and like went to like a nothing place. Like it was literally like, and there was no birds chirping outside, no cars or anything. Like, it was just silent and it was just white. And like I looked out my window and I was like, oh my god! And then I went and I was looking for my phone because I was like, surely if I'm dead, I can't have a phone, right? So I was looking to see if I could find my phone and I found it. I checked to see like the weather and it was like foggy and I was like, okay, cool, I'm alive. And I went out and then I went into the living room. My mom was in the living room and I was like, hi, like she didn't even know that I thought I died. I was generally like so like what is happening, because like I looked out and I looked around, like I looked through my window, looked over to see like if I could see any trees or see anything, but the fog was so thick that I couldn't see anything at all. So I was literally just like, oh my gosh, like this is what it's like to be dead. It's just white, it's just nothing. It's just me alone in my house. Very scary. I also need a plane ticket to South Korea. South Korea is nice at this time of year, especially round about now, because this is when like all the trees are changing color and stuff, and the mountains. Oh my gosh, when the trees change color in Korea, all the mountains, like where all the trees are, all the mountains turn like red and orange and stuff, and it's so nice. Like it's so like autumnal and stuff, you know. That sounds really scary. It was scary. It was very scary. Mm. But yeah, in response to you falling asleep in my live stream, that's cool. I fall asleep in a lot of live streams. Because for me, I get so like lost in my thoughts that I like end up like overthinking and I just start like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with myself in my head. So I put on like podcasts or like Twitch streams or live streams and stuff. And I just sit and I listen to that and then I just like close my eyes and then it just helps me fall asleep. So yeah. I live in Korea too, so I live on the ninth floor of an apartment. I'm in Korea because my dad is in the army. So we had to PCS over here. So far I'm liking it. We went to Gangnam. Gangnam is nice. I like Gangnam. Gangnam is nice. I think my favorite area though is like, I'm gonna say it. being basic, but my favorite area was like Seoul is obviously Hongdae because it was so easy to get to from the dorms because it's on the line 2 and the dorms are on the line 2 because obviously like SNU station and stuff is on line 2, and going to Hongdae was so easy to like go and come back and stuff, and it was really like it was it was so nice just to walk around and like see people and stuff and eat random food and get like the best like boba you'll ever eat, drink, consume ever. Like it's so nice in Hongdae. I love Hongdae, and that's where I got all my like plushies and stuff. I think he just calmed me down and helped me fall asleep, which is cute when you think about it. It is cute. I like it. I like knowing that I calmed you down or like helped you sleep and stuff. That makes me feel good. Makes me feel very good. You know. We saw many race cars, lol. We also saw a Lambo but in SUV form. Wow. Wow. I just want to stay for the night. Oh. Mm. Uh, please, being here and talking to you guys is like therapy. Cute. Well, therapy session is over. I'm going. I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna end the live stream in like a couple seconds. Couple more seconds. What shows did you recommend? Okay, quickly I'll answer this. Shows that are good. I am cute. You are cute. um, shows that I'd recommend. I liked watching Invincible. It's very gory. If you don't mind blood and gore, it's like a cartoon show. That's very funny to watch. It's on Amazon Prime. Um, what else? What else is a good show? Community. The show about the community college. That's really funny. Lol, we need to pay for the free therapy. If y'all want to slide some dollars my way, feel free. Squid Game. I haven't watched Squid Game. I don't have Netflix. I moved to Korea in October and I found you before then and your videos are very helpful. I also love watching your videos. To me, they're fun. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I like thank you for the feedback. Okay, thanks for coming live today. I enjoyed every second. My favorite time of the week. My heart. Is this day a better day for you guys? Like Friday? Or do you guys want me to continue it on like Wednesdays? Is this, would this live be on your channel because I missed half of it? Yeah. So the live is available on my channel. It may not be available straight away because YouTube has to process it because technically it counts as a video, but literally after maybe like an hour or so after this the stream, unless you like rewind the stream right now, but sometimes it like will like take the stream down and then like upload it officially, but like it's gonna be on my channel. Yeah, I would say Friday's better for you guys. The only reason why I do it on Wednesdays is because I don't have uni on Wednesdays, but yeah, because Fridays is good because then like more people are probably available to come in on Friday. Friday is way more chill. Friday is better. Okay, I'll do a poll maybe on the community tab just to double check. But according to the feedback here, it's looking like you guys prefer Fridays more, which is not bad. I can do Fridays. Just means I have to get home from uni a bit more sooner than usual. For me, it's a Saturday, so I guess you can say Saturday. Lol. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Cause Wednesday is like midweek, and people usually have things to do. But the only reason why I do it on Wednesdays is because I don't have uni on Wednesdays. But I can do it on Fridays. Cause you calm me down midweek. Maybe if I do like a thing, I'll have to check my YouTube analytics. But like maybe if I post videos in the week, because I usually post my videos on like the Saturdays and Sundays. But if I do my live streams on like Fridays, maybe, then it would mean that I would then have to post videos in like midweek. Because then maybe that'll give us more to talk about on Friday live streams. You know what? I'll do more thinking about it and I'll tell you guys about it later. But yeah, thanks for making me feel better. Your videos are fun and are fun to watch and it's amazing. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback and for saying those nice things. Thank you. You don't have to say these things, but I appreciate it a lot. Maybe post videos midweek and lives on the end of the week on Friday. That's what I'm thinking. That could be like a better way to do it. Because I never really know when to post videos. I kind of just like post whenever. I don't really have like a specific day for posting. It kind of used to be like I would post like every it would be like I would post on Saturdays or like Sundays. Because that's like I would be editing throughout the school week and then like be done by Friday, Saturday, whatever. But yeah. We want to. Oh, Tiama, go check if it's light outside. Go check. Go check. Let me just say, every person here is unique and beautiful in their own way. I agree. Only facts. Facts, no printer. Like, I'm gonna check to see if there's still fog. Yeah, go check. Go check. Uh, okay. You know what? Yeah. We'll trial it out for the next like 2 weeks. We'll do live streams on Wednesdays. We'll do live streams again on we'll do the live streams on Friday instead of Wednesday next week. And I'll see how it feels again, like me coming back from uni and then like doing the live streams and stuff. I'll see how it feels because it kind of feels a lot better actually, because now I don't have to think I have school tomorrow because I have Saturday, which is me doing uni work but not going to school. So yeah, but yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so next week, same time, 7, but instead of Wednesdays it will be on Friday. I'll make sure in the Discord as well. If I don't announce it by like tomorrow morning, someone remind me. Yeah. Lol, this is funny because the live is almost done and I'm still doing my hair. Started at 9 a.m. this morning and I'm just at the front. Ooh. Well, I guess you can watch one of my videos whilst you're getting your hair done, I guess. What time for Korea? Oh, good question. Oh, that's gonna be really early for Korea because there is 9:29. It's at 9:30 right now, and it's 6 a.m. in Korea. So that's what 2. That's like 4 a.m. Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I was in Korea, it was so easy to do live streams because like the timing is a lot easier. It was a bit more complicated for people in the UK, but for everywhere else it was so much easier. But because I'm in the UK, it's so much more complicated. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's gonna be 7 p.m. UK time, which is like 4 a.m. Korea time. I'm sorry. I think, right? Yeah, it's like 4 a.m. I'm sorry. Or like 3. Is it 4 a.m. or 3? Like it's pretty early. I'm sorry about that. We can always just watch it back later on, as the video, and it's gonna be on my channel. I'm contemplating if I want to keep them like public or just move them all into like the unlisted like folder. Unlisted folder. It's a public folder full of like the unlisted ones, so they're still available to be watched and stuff. Like people can watch it, but it just doesn't show up in the main feed because I don't do thumbnails for these or whatever. But yeah, but that's something I can figure out when I'm in my bed overthinking my YouTube channel. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. I recommend the auto-tune video. I recommend it also. It's a very funny video. It's fine. I will try to stay awake until 4 a.m. Please don't. Go to bed, get your rest. It's perfectly fine. I'm definitely having a good weekend. I hope you do have a good weekend. Just want to make sure everyone is having a good weekend and taking care of your health. Yes, everyone look after your health. Make sure you drink water. be kind, all that good stuff. But that's if my parents don't make plans. As if I give it. Oh yes, Thanksgiving weekend. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I don't know what to say. Bye bye T. Have a good night and rest well. Bye T. Have a good day. Thanks for the live, even though I came really late. It's okay if you even come for 1 second, man. It's fine. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you all. You guys are all so amazing, and it still baffles me that like we're all like talking to each other and connecting and getting to know each other and stuff, and it's just cool, you know. It's cool to have the community and just have the, like, besties just around the world, you know. Who else can say that they have besties around the world, you know, other than us lot? So yeah, we are besties, all of us are. And I appreciate every single one of you for all your support, even when I don't post like main videos, but you come and support me in the lives and stuff. I appreciate everything, Lord. Guys, I appreciate everything. You know, why is my mirror over there? Sorry, got distracted by that. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you all, and I love you all. And yeah, have a great night. Drink water. Be kind, sleep well. Loki, going back to you singing happy birthday to me and tweet it. Go tweet it, tag me, I'll retweet it. We appreciate you, thank you. But yeah, besties around the world. Good night. I hope you have a great night. Good night from my hat. And she's from Hawaii. Do you know how to say cute in Japanese? Kawaii. Good night, lads.